Welcome to Koco's Corner. I'm the huge one, Dave Koco from KocoSports.com, KOCOSports.com, or KocoSports.net. It takes you to the same place. It's your home for combat sports, where the world comes to kick ass and where it's okay to be a passionate fan. This is our weekly Impact Wrestling review, and like we say every week or every show we do, what did you think of it? We want to hear your feedback. Win, loss, or tie. What do you give this show? I think this is going to be one of those shows where TNA fans come out of the woodwork and it's a win, everything's perfect. And WWE fans who hate Impact for some reason and don't give it a chance will give it a loss. I'm somewhere in between. I'm not an extremist like that, even though that seems the majority of the extremists. I'm going to give it a tie, but little asterisks by it. I think, Dixie Carter. Sorry, I've said this often a lot in doing podcasting. Dixie Carter says she has a huge announcement coming up, and there's also rumors that January 5th that they'll start being live. And I think this is one of those shows I think would be a huge win. Or not even a huge win. Let's not get too crazy here, Dave. But it would have been a win in my opinion. But you just already know. I avoid spoilers like the United States is going crazy for the Ebola. Like, what? Breathing? I'm done breathing. I just try to avoid spoilers like there's no business. Just try to avoid it. But it's almost impossible. There's this place called Facebook. Even Impact themselves give out spoilers by accident. And I've had a huge complaint about that. Hopefully, I don't even go to Impact's Facebook page anymore because it's nothing but spoilers. Hopefully that changes, especially once it starts going live. It's just, everyone knows. Everyone knows. If you don't know, that's amazing. How do you not know? Do you just not go online? Do you just, maybe you stumbled on this podcast by accident, like Impact Wrestling. What is this about? Review. Some fat guy who doesn't have the balls to put down a graphic talking shit. Interesting. Well, I wonder what this guy has to say. If you're that guy, welcome aboard. You might not know what the spoiler is, but most people know what the spoiler is. So I think this would have been a win if it went live. It just seems to be going crazy. They opened it up with Kurt Angle, Bobby Lashley promo, where it's just like, remember what happened last week? Remember how we made Bobby Roode the number one contender storyline-wise? Well, Kurt Angle says it's not okay. Huh? Okay, so take two. We fucked up last week. Let's do this again. And Bobby Roode's not even angry. He comes out like Will Smith. He's like, yo, bro, not even angry. Then, Kurt Angle, Bobby Roode, take 17. I got to regroup. I've been sick all day, doing this podcast really late, trying to rush through it, not doing it justice. Let's regroup. Let's call time. Phil Jackson calls the timeout. We're going back to the bench. Like, Koco, get your shit together. Or Tony Kukoc or Steve Kerr's taking your place. I'm like, all right, yes, sir. All right. Bobby Lashley, during this promo, says, why don't we go one-on-one, head-to-head with Kurt Angle? And it was a real tense moment, and it was great television. And, of course, the cynic in me is like, well, is Kurt Angle re-signed? I don't know if the Dudleys are still around, and you just made a whole pay-per-view about him. You have Kurt Angle. It's a mystery to most people. And, yeah, so, but no, it was tension. It was really good. But then he named the 4 contenders, which would also be the main event for tonight. Bobby Roode isn't even angry. He's like, I'm not fucking angry. I beat Kenny King and MVP last week for my number one contendership. That didn't count. So you have Eric Young, Jeff Hardy, Bobby Roode, and Austin. Oh, my body, my vote, my ring, Aries. I'm sorry, I can't just respect you anymore, Austin Aries. I loved you. I used to love you. But then once the hate switch turns on, step away from Twitter. Follow at Austin Aries. If you're an Austin Aries fan, no one follow him on Twitter. You'll think so much less of him. Don't follow him on Twitter. I saw your little shirt. You thought you were cute, Austin Aries. No, you're going to lose fans that way. Listen, if you're listening to my voice right now, and you're like, I like Austin Aries, do yourself a favor. Do not follow him on Twitter. You will fucking hate him. He doesn't fucking retweet anything. Okay, I'm being a little sarcastic about that. I don't know about that part, but he's still a fucking dick smack. So that's it. Bobby Roode has to do this shit again, and this is where it would be interesting. It would be confusing live, but it would still be more interesting live. Madison Rayne goes against Havoc. And now, granted, this match was recorded before a Japan show, but they did. I was thinking they did such a great job of pretending they went to Japan. They did. What if the typhoon or bad weather canceled their pay-per-view? This would have looked embarrassing, but they still had it. Havoc takes on Madison Rayne. Madison Rayne looks completely different, in my opinion. I don't know. And Havoc is still playing the monster role, but I think the more they show her, the more I'm like, I don't think she's the one. She really stunk it up in Tokyo. And this match, I don't know if you can hide her. I don't want to say lack of skills, but you can't hide her skills any longer. Hopefully she's good. I've heard nothing but good things about her on the indies. Havoc wins. They teased her, injuring her the way they teased injuring Gail Kim. And then there you go. Match number 2, you had Magnus versus Matt Hardy. Magnus, one time, I still believe this. I believe that Magnus is the most improved wrestler in TNA history. And then he got married to Mickie James and had a fucking crazy fucking, fucking the internet hates me, and I hate the internet. I'm like, okay, didn't see that one coming. Okay. You know what I mean? It's like that one quiet guy at work who just snaps at you and like, I fucking hate you. Why do you come to work every day happy? Fuck you. Like, whoa, Magnus. Everything's going to be okay, brother. Just let it go. We don't hate you that much. Goes against Matt Hardy, and it was a pretty decent match considering Matt Hardy was part of it. Matt Hardy does get the win, so I guess that's congratulations to him. I thought they were trying to rebuild Magnus. I like that fact that Bram was nowhere around him. I thought we were going to get old Magnus, but maybe we just got Magnus. Hey, I'm just showing up. Got to go babysit my new baby or whatever. I don't know what the fuck's going on with Magnus, but something happened. Something bad happened. I heard he had kids, got married, finished school, started a business. It sold dog food online and went bankrupt. I don't know. I don't know what the fuck's going on with Magnus, but whatever the fuck's going on behind the scenes, on the screen, he's not the same man. Matt Hardy does win, so congratulations. He's the gift. He is the white man's blanket to the Buddha's 30th anniversary. Yay! What a gift, Buddha! 30 years. Matt fucking Hardy's your gift. Congratulations. Then you had and that match wasn't bad. It sounded a lot more negative than it was. It was actually a pretty decent match. I just want to pump my brakes. Sometimes once you get that negative ball of energy rolling, it just keeps rolling. It really wasn't that bad of a match. Now, speaking of a bad match, because I wanted to make it clear. I was like, the last match was not that bad. This match, oh, fuck, man. Just stop. Listen, I don't care how much you love Impact or how much you watch everything. Do yourself a favor and skip this match. You have Angelina Love, DJ Z, and Jesse Gobbers with Velvet Sky ringside versus Nux, Rebel, and Crazy Steve. Just skip it. Just skip it. Crazy Steve, Rebel, and Nux win. The only thing I could say good about the Vaginery, whatever the fuck they call themselves, the little freak show, is people like Crazy Steve. I don't. And Rebel's ass is gotta be... Dude, we gotta have a top 10 ass show where we just fucking rape people's asses. Because, dude, Rebel, nice. Maybe fast forward through this match, but stop doing some Rebel segments. But overall, very, very skippable. Very skippable. I thought it was going to be more negative on that one. And now, this was, I don't know if people like this segment, but we absolutely loved it in the Koco household. I could feel like everyone in the universe hated it, but in the Koco household, we went absolutely crazy for it. The next segment and match. It was like EC3, very, very popular in the Koco households. You had Brodus Clay, who's the new bodyguard. I know a lot of people that are I'm part of this group. So I'm part of this group. I understand. Brodus Clay is his new bodyguard, and I can just hear people typing, "Oh, they just steal WWE's talent and do that." But you know what? There's a short list of WWE guys that come to TNA and really improve the product. I believe Kurt Angle, EC3. So, EC3 was repackaged, done so well. I think he's one of the most entertaining wrestlers out there. Not 5-star matches, but just pure entertainment. I really do believe that. And my family loves EC3. And Brodus Clay is actually one of Max's favorite wrestlers. So we were excited for that. And my kids love the Trouble, whatever. Fucking, that was a horrible version of it. With the Trouble song. So, and in Tokyo, EC3 is beloved. So I know that he's not that. But the best part is the whole "you can't wrestle." Man, I wish he wasn't so beloved in TNA so we could have heard his excuses, dude. I just think it's awesome. But, yeah, Brodus Clay is now Tyrus or something. I don't fucking know. It's Brodus Clay. And he's supposed to be the bodyguard who's replacing Spud. And I don't know what the fuck happened to Spud, but I'm kind of heartbroken. I'm going to speak from a fan. Not this YouTube cynic fucking former booker / as a fan, I really enjoyed Spud and EC3. So I hope Spud's not gone, and I hope EC3, you throw Spud in there, dude. Have Spud be like your little assistant, Brodus Clay. That's it. Hashtag, we need EC3 and Spud together. Hashtag EC3 and Spud forever. There you go. I don't know if it's going anywhere or what's the deal, but finds replacement, Brodus Clay. And I imagine there's going to be people that are like, "Oh, I fucking hate the fact that they steal WWE guys." But I think I'm on board with that halfway. We'll see where it goes. Because half the time it's like Booker T, Kevin Nash, go fuck yourself. Those guys are fucking worthless. Do I dare say Ric Flair? A lot of those guys are fucking worthless. Even the Hardys to an extent. I know some people love the Hardys, but they never fucking did anything different. It's like Jeff and Matt Hardy on vacation. Let me paint their face. Where the Dudleys at least improved the company, in my opinion. I don't know. I just think TNA taking WWE talent, repackaging it, or making TNA talent better their product. The numbers are not there to say it's a success, but there is enough numbers there to say, hey, they don't fail all the time. So I don't know what's going on with Brodus Clay. Plus, the guy's got a job. Plus, it's Max's favorite wrestler. Are you going to go to Max, 8-year-old Max, and be like, Brodus Clay sucks? Are you going to do that? I'm a pretty cynical asshole. I'm not going to do that. Well, this leads to the Shark Boy versus Tyrus. All right, got to get used to saying that. Shark Boy versus Tyrus match. It's a pretty short squash match, but the segment where they look for Shark Boy's late to the ring. I don't know, dude. I think Shark Boy is in some of the best short comedy segments ever. Tonight, the segment was probably the funniest segment I've seen in a while. And he also had the segment of him on YouTube. And it was one of my favorite TNA segments that never went anywhere. This is a while back. Shark Boy's working at a pizzeria. They want him to come back for one show. And he quits the pizzeria and makes a big deal. And then, I'm not doing it justice. And then Shark Boy runs back in. He's like, "Oh, in case this doesn't work out, I want my job back," or something along those lines. It was pretty funny. So yeah, Shark Boy was there, and it was just a squash match, but it had some little bit of comedy in it. So, and plus, my son loves masked wrestlers. It's so funny. WWE talks about being sports entertainment, yet we're being more entertained by Impact, which is supposed to be more of a wrestling show. At least that's what they've been doing since New York City. And now the main event elimination match, which probably everyone enjoyed except assholes who found the spoilers. Fucking go live. You need to go live. This match would have probably been a quadrillion times better, in my opinion, if it was just live. It was live. Granted, the whole Bobby Roode's the #1 contender. Yeah, just kidding. MVP doesn't have any pull. Let's do it again. Come on, dude. What the fuck? You have Eric Young versus Jeff Hardy versus Austin Aries versus Bobby Roode. Like I said, this might have been a better match, but I know what's going to fucking happen, and I didn't even want to know. It's like fucking walking into Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and someone say, they're from outer space and they're not real and they're dead. Okay, I don't know if any of that's real spoilers, so don't get mad. you walk in and you're like, oh, do you know this happens? Or let's take a movie everyone's seen, like, Star Wars, the last of the original trilogy. Did you know Darth Vader's his father? Like, motherfucker, why? Why do you do that to me? Can you imagine? Imagine how much Star Wars would have been ruined. Damn internet spoilers. But anyway, it comes down to Austin Aries, Bobby Roode. They have a double pin of Eric Young, Jeff Hardy, both hitting their finishers. I thought that was a great spot. And then Bobby Roode eventually beats Austin Aries. So Bobby Roode is the #1 contender. Again. The match is, I want to say this, dude. TNA, you would be a way better product if you were just live. If you're just live. I'm sure people that didn't read spoilers, which is almost impossible these days, people that haven't read spoilers enjoyed this a million times more than me. But yeah, there you go. So Bobby Roode is the #1 contender again. So way to go, Bobby Roode. Let's see how long you can drag the storyline out. Oh, all right. I know it's fun, and I know people on the internet are like, I'm a WWE guy, I'm a TNA guy, fuck you, the other guys suck, blah, 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 blah. I know that happens all along today. But I want the Ring of Honor, I want indie fans, I want pro wrestling fans, I want lucha fans, I want TNA fans, I want WWE fans. If you ever watched pro wrestling a day in your fucking life, and you said, hey, I like this pro wrestling, let's put away the hate. If you hate WWE, you hate Impact, you hate Pro Wrest, did you hate the Japanese pay-per-view? I don't know. I don't know what you hate. Everyone has their own set of hates. Let's put our hate away, and let's focus on hating just one thing. If we could change the world, the professional wrestling world, and all of us agree, WWE fanboys, TNA fanboys, ROH bots, pro wrestling nerds, lucha geeks, if we can all get together, independent guy who acts like he's better than everyone else because he watches the independents, if we could all get together and agree on one thing to hate, that would be great. I have a suggestion. Here's my thing, all right? All right, listen. World wrestling peace right here through this suggestion. Here we go. Can we all agree we hate contract signings? Can we all just agree on that? Can we agree on that? If you're a WWE fanboy and you're like, dun, 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 I love John Cena. Fuck you, John Cena's like, no matter what your view on professional wrestling is, if you're like, Impact is the greatest thing in the world, Impact's a piece of shit, it doesn't matter what you think. Even if you're a Rock fan, can we all agree? Can we work together and accomplish one thing and one thing only? We all hate contract signings. That's it. That's it. I think we can make world wrestling peace right now. I think if you're a 0-1 fan, it doesn't matter what you're a fan of. I don't even care if you hate professional wrestling. If you hate sports entertainment, can we just focus our hate for one moment in the wrestling community and say, fuck contract signings on every level, on every fucking level. Go to your local independent, and if they have a contract signing, just fucking lose your shit. Be like, no, bad independent pro wrestler. Can we please all agree? Maybe I have to make this a separate video so that people that hate Impact watch it. But I have a mission this week, and I only have one thing to say. Can we as pro wrestling fans, we have a lot of hate in our hearts. That's just part of it. You're like, I like pro wrestling. Why do I hate so much stuff? It's okay. It's going to be okay. But can we all focus on our hate that there's no more contract signings? They advertised Bobby Lashley, Bobby Roode contract signing. No. Why is that fucking interesting? He's already the #1 contender. No more contract signings. No more. They don't even do this in boxing or mixed martial arts anymore. Back in the day, that was like a fucking stupid little gimmick for a press release. And they're like, that's stupid. Why not just have a fucking press conference? Okay, we're going to have a press conference. No more. That's it. We're just going to have to fucking start making videos and bombarding fucking Impact and WWE and other wrestling. Just go to your local phone company. I don't fucking care. I'm in Japan. So AU, any of them. Just go to your phone company, buy your iPhone, your Galaxy, your fucking cheap phone, and record your contract signing like it's a WWE/Impact fucking pro wrestling thing. Be like, what? You want a 2-year commitment out of me? Yes, are you scared of the 2-year commitment? Don't you talk to me like that. Sign the contract and the iPhone can be yours for 97 payments of $20 billion. Oh, I mean, what the fuck? I don't know. Maybe we just have to show them how dumb it is. Maybe we have to, as a fucking community, every time there's a contract signing, we just go to our local phone company. We go, what? You want a security deposit for my apartment? Who gives a shit about contract signings? Please, please. I beg it of you, internet infantry, internet wrestling fans, the internet wrestling community, whatever you want to call yourself. I beggeth of you. No. I'm not begging hard enough. I beg every goddamn human being to say no more contract signings on any television channel. On any television show. It's not good. Oh, what could happen? Who gives a shit? Just have a fucking press conference. Have a promo. We don't need to see a contract signing ever again anywhere. Anywhere. I mean, what do they think? They're like, you know what? Pro wrestling fans really want to be notaries. Yeah, I can notarize that. No, we don't. We don't. Okay, granted, maybe a couple people have a notary license and they notarize for a living, but I'm pretty sure they don't even find that shit entertaining. No one wants to see a contract signing ever again. Ever again. Never. I just think we have to fucking go to Dixie Carter, Vince McMahon, Triple H, and just, if they have a contract signing, we're just going to have to record us fucking everyday lives. What do you mean you need a security deposit? Fuck. I got nothing, bro. I got nothing. All right. Bam. Whoa, we got some live comments. Appreciate it. Mark Byron. Sold dog food online, went bankrupt. LOL. Oh, thank you. Mr. The King says, I give it a win. Still hate Crazy Steve. I know. I don't understand. People like Crazy Steve. I blame Europe. They went to UK, and they're like, Crazy Steve, and he got a pop, and now we have to watch him forever. Okay? Europe, you've done some horrible things in your life, okay? I'm not going to put out your dirt sheet because I'm from America, and oh, God, do we have some horrible shit in our history, too. But I want to put on your list of horrible shit, you rooted for Crazy Steve. There, okay? I love you, UK. I love you, Europe. I love you, fucking all the other continents. I'm just full of fucking love. But we have to call it when we see it. You are the one that fucking Crazy Steve has a job. You should be ashamed of yourself. What the fuck is Brodus Clay doing at TNA? Well, you know, there's this thing called food. And you need food to live. And to get food, you have to get paid. I'm sorry, Mr. The King. I love you. But, yeah, Brodus Clay just needs a job. You know, the whole I'm going to go save dolphins thing kind of backfired him in Japan, so he's here. Mr. The King, am I the only one who's upset that TNA originals do not get inducted into Hall of Fame and WWE rejects do? Oh, without a fucking doubt. The TNA Hall of Fame is nothing without Jeff Jarrett. If you don't put Jeff Jarrett in the TNA Hall of Fame, it just doesn't exist. If you don't put fucking AJ Styles or Christopher Daniels in the Hall of Fame, it does not exist as of right now. And people gave WWE a hard time with the Hall of Fame. They said, if Bruno's not in the Hall of Fame, it doesn't exist. And I was on that side. I was like, all right, yeah, you're right. You know, there is no Hall of Fame. If Bruno's not in the Hall of Fame, then there is no fucking WWE Hall of Fame. If Bruno's in the Hall of Fame, now I'm like, okay, there's a WWE Hall of Fame. Macho Man, Owen Hart. Let's try to get those people in there. But TNA, yeah. I can't believe Jeff Jarrett wasn't the first person. I can't believe Jeff Jarrett wasn't the second. I can't believe Jeff Jarrett. What the fuck is wrong with you? All right, the only person that there's even a debate. You have a TNA/Impact Hall of Fame. The only person you can have as a debate is AJ Styles. If you're like, oh, AJ Styles in first, then Jeff Jarrett, then you're like, oh, okay, we'll have a little debate, but it seems fair. Sting, go fuck yourself. Kurt Angle, you could have been third. Let's be completely honest. Kurt Angle is a justifiable third candidate. And the Dudleys, go fuck yourself. And now, if the Dudleys, Sting, and all those fuckers came later, hey, I have no problem with that. But TNA does not have a legit Hall of Fame until Jeff Jarrett's in it. I know Jeff Jarrett's over trying to say, he's like, I have a promotion. No, you have a name in New Japan. And you know what? That's good enough for me, Jeff Jarrett. That's good enough for me. Yeah, the fact, and I understand Kurt Angle should have been number 3. I understand bringing the Dudleys and Sting later on. But not having Jeff Jarrett and AJ Styles in the Hall of Fame, hashtag Daniels belongs everywhere, is wrong. It's fucking absolutely garbage. The Hall of Fame is a fucking joke. And it's so weird, too, because you could just tell how fucking egotistical and stupid Dixie Carter is. Kurt Angle leaving. Let's put him in. Sting leaving. Let's put him in. Dudley's leaving. Let's put him in. Jeff Jarrett. No, fuck him. I want all the credit. How can he go in? I guarantee you, Dixie Carter will put herself in before Jeff Jarrett. And that just makes me sad little panda. Yeah. There is no fucking TNA. And all those people like that take an extreme as TNA WWE. I took the stance on the WWE Hall of Fame until Bruno went in. It wasn't a fucking Hall of Fame. It was just a bunch of fucking dudes with rings. Now it's a Hall of Fame. TNA is a bunch of fucking dudes with watches who hang out with the Great Muta in an empty fucking building in Japan. I have no idea. If you showed up early, you could have sold tickets to that. Fucking idiots. But yeah, I don't want to say I'm a TNA fan. I'm a TNA supporter. Sometimes I'll throw them right under the bus if they need to be. But there is no TNA Hall of Fame until Jeff Jarrett's there. I'm sorry, Dudleys. I'm sorry, Kurt Angle. I'm sorry, Sting. All right? The winner of the main event was set when Rude had to stare down with Lashley. It was pathetic, but I'd rather have him win than anyone else. Well, that's true. All right. Boom. I like at the end how all the guys shook hands and raised their hands. I just thought that was kind of respectable. A little ROH's, but a little respectable. And Mr. The King says, I liked Shark Boy back in the day, but I wish they got Sunday Dutt back to rebuild the X Division. I think, yeah, Sunday Dutt back in the X Division would be great, but I think Shark Boy is just there for comic relief. I don't see him as, like, rebuilding the X Division. I just think he's there for, look at me, I'm funny. I talk like Stone Cold. So, yeah. Bam. Well, thank you. Thank you, Mr. The King, for all your comments. I really appreciate it. Boom. All right. Let's see. Boom, 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 boom. I'm stalling, looking for comments, just letting people go. Mark Byron, I appreciate your comment. Boop. There you go. All right. I think I am done, but I'm just checking real quick. Boop, boop. Kevin Maher, thank you for the like. And Twitter. And I just want to apologize to TNA fans and Impact and TNA itself and Dixie Carter. I was super sick all day today, so I tried my damnedest to do the shows closer to Impact going off the air, but I was super sick and my little kid was super sick today. So I apologize for this being late, but hey, at least I still got it up. There has to be something for showing up. Speaking of showing up, where the fuck was Bobby Roode and Bobby Lashley at fucking the pay-per-view? Where? I was there. I showed up for your fucking pay-per-view. Where were... Calm down, Dave. Everything's going to be okay. Hey, listen. Please like, comment, subscribe, and also check out kocosports.com or kocosports.net. It's our blog. It's your home for combat sports where the world comes kick ass. And above all, where it's okay to be a passionate fan. We are working very hard for it to be your number one spot. We're going to start recruiting people that are really great at the job, and we're hoping that one day it will be your number one stop, and this will be your number one stop for reviews. I don't know if we're worthy of that yet, even though I probably shouldn't be saying this on air, but hopefully one day we are. All right, so please like, comment, subscribe, and above all, go to kocosports.com. And with that, I am over.